and they play hard. Good basketball team. So that was a good win for us. Obviously, we've got the case of the flu going through our team. Michael DeVoe wasn't able to play today based on the flu. Davon Smith, I wasn't sure if was going to play, wasn't be able to shoot around this morning, was real sick, had the flu. Jordan Usher, I didn't know if was going to be able to play due to the flu. We have another kid, Jelani was out with the flu. Jordan Mecca was out with the sick, so we were hit pretty hard. So we had a lot of guys out. But to Jordan, anyone knows that when you're sick, it's really just, it's a yucky feeling. It sucks. And so a guy like, everyone's tough. Obviously, we have such tough kids. But, guys, I didn't know if Davon was going to play. I didn't know Jordan was going to play. And thankfully they did. And Jordan Usher made some big plays. Woo! He made some big plays for us. So we just got to get our team healthy. Got to get through this. I guess there's an outbreak on Georgia Tech's campus with the flu, too. So good news is the COVID numbers are really low, which is a great news. The bad news is there's a flu outbreak on campus. But that all being said, I thought Kyle gave us really good minutes. I thought, again, Jordan Usher double-double, hit some tough shots. Khalid was very solid for us, plus 6 boards. Rodney, again, how much better has Rodney gotten? Goodness gracious. He just keeps improving. And he had 3 assists, no turnovers the first half. And in the second half, had some turnovers. But Kyle Sturdivant, career high. Jordan, career high. Rodney, a career high. Back-to-back games, I played Rodney about 17 minutes each game in the second half with 4 fouls, and he handled it the right way. Debo, had a couple of those tough turnovers, but we need Debo. Debo's going to be really good, and as we've seen, so I know he had a couple of those turnovers, but Debo's going to be a big-time player for us. He is a big-time player. He's helped us win games, and so he's got to keep just getting better. Saab, I thought, gave us good minutes today. Miles Kelly, I thought was really productive, gave us really good minutes. Our young freshmen are good, Miles and Debo, and I know Jalen Moore just wasn't able to get him in, but he's going to be good. Tristan's getting better. I know he was out for a while with his dental stuff, and then obviously Davon's a newcomer, and he's been getting better. So really proud of our guys. Once again, we shot the ball well. We got to get some better defensively on some areas, and we'll have to get. We were scheduled to practice tomorrow. I'm going to give them off. We're going to deep clean the locker room and just try to get healthy because we got a really tough game on Friday at noon versus Georgia Southern. I think they lead the country in field goal percentage offense, and they're top 10 in blocks, and they're undefeated. So we're going to get healthy before Friday. So as much as we need to practice, we also need just to get healthy. So we'll give them off tomorrow, and hopefully by Wednesday we can get back to being healthy, hopefully.
You had 2 guys in the starting lineup that were sort of question marks because of the flu. Your leading scorer out. It must have been giving you some sort of sense of relief to get off to the start that you got.
We needed every one of those baskets in the start we got because we led the entire game. And they're a good team. They kept hitting shots. Man, they play hard, that team. They're going to be good in their league. Coach does a good job. Been there 17 years, won a lot of games. And but, yeah, we needed that lead. And there was that stretch the second half. Wow, it was just going back and forth. If I was a paying customer to the game, I'd be like, that's a pretty cool segment. Now, for the coach, it's gut-wrenching because we couldn't get a stop. But if I was the paying customer, I'm like, man, this is pretty fun. You're going back and forth. It was like ping pong and tennis. No one could get a stop, but we were all scoring. Fortunately, we had the lead. But, as a coach, I was like, oh, my goodness, my stomach. I was like, can we please get a stop so I can at least try to get an ounce of sleep tonight? But fortunately, we had the cushion that we had and able to prevail late and got the win.
In terms of where progress has been made with your roster, I think a year ago, 2 years ago, you lose this game if you're down a key guy, and you just don't have the forces to come off the bench and survive that. Does that kind of say where you've progressed now that you can lean on Miles Kelly as a true freshman, or have Dave, Smith or Sturban
Yeah.
step up and kind of fill that void?
And I'm telling you, we could have thrown in Jalen and Tristan and been fine. I love our group. Kelly, as I've said, when we took over, it was going to take time, and it's taken time, but I love where we're at. I love our roster. I do believe in getting old and staying old, but a lot of our young guys are good players, and we have a good program. I'm proud of our program, and that's a credit to obviously to the assistant coaches and the staff and in helping build that, and also to most importantly to our student athletes. And then you got to look at the culture that Mr. Stansberry has set forth, because that doesn't happen without he is the leader, setting that in the whole athletic department. So really proud of our guys. It was a hard game, but we found a way to get a win. Got a really tough one on Friday, and we'll have to play really well. I told our guys, what it is that's why you really are a true billionaire, not a millionaire, like a billionaire if you have your health. Nothing else matters. And, if somebody has a flu, or if you ever get a food poison and you're just like in a fetal position for 24 hours, and, when you get sick, it's just a terrible feeling. And then what happens is when you get healthy, you're like, man, thank the good Lord, I'm healthy. There's nothing more important than health. What happens is the longer you go away from that, mentally sometimes you forget the pain of what that was for that 24, 36, 48 hours of that feeling of just not feeling good and in that fetal position. And that's why you got to never forget that, because when you can stay in that mentality of just, man, your health, you're so grateful for being healthy and just, wow. Because, yeah, and that's why, and it's a good lesson, because here we got hit with a lot of guys aren't feeling good. I remind the guys that's why you don't take your health for granted. And so when you're feeling like you want to take something for granted, don't forget how it felt on these things, and you just got to remember that. That's my tangent for today. And by the way, Ken, I'm really proud of Ken. Ken was at the game on Saturday, and he flew back today, but he rushed on over here to be at the game. So I really appreciate you coming over here to cover the game for the AJC, Ken.
He did miss like half an hour.
And he owes us some line drills for that. But I appreciate him that he made the effort to get over here without going home first. So thank you, Ken. Yeah.
Did you kind of instruct Jordan, like, here's how the role would change because like that, or?
I told Jordan before the game, Ken, that like, hey man, you got to just dig in. Like you got to fight it and find it, and you're going to have to be a warrior today. And he goes, Coach, I just want to win. I said, yes. And for us to win, you need to play the right way. And play the right way, you need to set the tone with your energy and your motor. And he set the tone with his motor. Now, there's a couple times he's got to get better with his stick hand on guarding the three-point shot, but and God bless Jordan. He's such a good guy. There's a couple times he says, Coach, man, I'm feeling. I said, yeah, you can't tell me you're feeling sick on defense, but on offense you're able to score. It doesn't work like that. I said, he goes, yeah, good point, Coach. He's just such a good guy. I love Jordan. How much better has he got? You guys remember when he played in the Ball State game? Oh my goodness. And to where he is now, again, look at a guy like Michael DeVoe, how much better he's gotten. How about Rodney Howard? In 2 weeks, how much better he's gotten. Again, Kyle Sturdivant, even Davon and Miles and Saba and Deba, these guys have gotten better. That's been a staple of our program of guys getting better. So really proud of that. And Jordan really stepped up today. Really stepped up. Khalid Moore has gotten better. But Jordan really stepped up in a key, crucial throughout the game, Ken. Really proud of him. I just told him he's got to dig in, find it, and he found that energy and really led us to a victory. I didn't know if he was going to play to start the game. We didn't know if he was going to start. I just said I need to know because I can't put you in the starting. If you start and we pull you out of the lineup, once you go in the scores table, to avoid a tech, you can't go in the game. Like you can take someone out based on a medical, but you can't play in the game. And he said, Coach, I don't know if I can. I said, I need to know. I said, because we got to put the starters in by the 10-minute mark. I said, you got a minute to tell me. I said, how about I just not start you and then we'll just see how you feel. And he goes, no, Coach, I want to win. Put me in. I'll find a way to get it done. And it was kind of what was that song? Put me in the game, Coach, that they use for baseball. Center field. There you go. Yeah, that was like, put me in the game, Coach. You know what I mean? That was a good song too. Or like the one by what's his name? I was just thinking, no, don't lose my mind. Not Bruce Springsteen, but there was the other guy when he was throwing on the mound. Maybe it was Bruce Springsteen. There's another one I'll think of. I'll tell you next time. Glory Days. Was that from the baseball field? That was Bruce Springsteen. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway.
Defensively, what was Southern doing that made it so difficult to defend their screens?
I need to watch the tape on that, Rod. We've got to be better on that. I think, they had good guards. I said before the game to our team, like, they're like Lamar. Like, they had good players, good guards, and they were quick. This is a guards game, Rod. When you have good guards getting in the paint like that and they can shoot it, it's, they're a good basketball team. So I knew they were going to be good, and they were. And so I got to watch the film and see on some of the issues that we had. I thought there were some times we had some good defense. They hit some shots. I felt the first half, I call it our stick hand. Our stick hand wasn't there on the shot, and it wasn't there, and they were able to get some threes. And when you do that, you give them hope because they start feeling confident. And so, again, being able to take the three out, having that stick hand there early is really important.
Did you expect them to shoot as many threes?
Yeah, no, they shoot. That's kind of their game. They shoot a lot of threes, but their bigs were good too. They had a good team. They're a good basketball team. We were fortunate to win the game. Our guys stepped up. Credit to Georgia Tech, but a lot of credit to Charleston Southern as well.
Thank you, Coach.
Okay, thanks everybody. Happy Thanksgiving.